What's up everybody, this is Rob Shack. So today we are going to be doing the next version of the Betrayal at Honnouji. This is again a very tough level. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share for more. So we're going to try to unlock both missions in this playthrough, this level. I'm going to get right to it because it's late and I want to do this right. So yeah, so what we're going to do is the first mission is really easy. The first mission is very easy to unlock because they literally give it to you right before you get here, and it's just to defeat all the generals already in Honnouji. And I actually feel like this honestly makes Nobunaga escaping a whole lot easier, because when he's running around the map with a terrible morale, he freaking dies, or he gets really hurt. Like if you watched last week's video, you can see how freaking hurt he was. He had no bodyguards, or at least he had one maybe, when he starts with like a million. So I was like, this is crazy. So I don't know if there's a version of this where you have to actually, I don't know what's going to happen here when I get to, if Nobunaga, it says eliminate, or get there quickly. If I don't get there quick enough, I wonder if it's just, if you kill all the generals, that counts as not quick enough. Like if it's a 1-2, I'm hoping that that's what it is, and there's not actually a time limit. I don't think there is. I'm pretty sure since I immediately failed this mission, when I get there, it seems like that's more of what it is. It's more of, can you take out every one of the people, and once you do, it says, okay, you clearly were dilly-dallying, you know? But we'll find out in a second. So the other mission is a lot harder to get, and I'm trying, even as I speak, to try to figure out what I can do for that mission. You have to get the mission to eliminate Mitsuhide, and that mission comes if Nobunaga interacts with Ranmaru. That's actually really hard to do in this, because you have to, obviously you can't kill Mitsuhide beforehand, because that's the mission you're trying to get. But you have to get Nobunaga's pathing to be effective. He has to run by those gates that you as the player cannot seal, which is really annoying. So I'm gonna just kind of try to figure it out as I go. I mean, obviously Nobunaga will be... His life actually drops? Oh gosh, this is gonna be insane. Well, we'll have to figure that out. I wonder how hurt he'll be. But I'm assuming you can actually continue the assault and then still run in there and go get to him. But I figured those would be different, but we'll see here. Because I mean, does he just die? Like, it says his life is going down, but I have to defeat these generals. That's what I'm trying to do. Well, we'll see what happens. I'll just keep kind of working at it.
You won't feel a thing. Another victim.
Now I did it, so now what happens?
Continue the assault. No.
Okay, well, he lost half health.
Am I disturbing your plans for
So
death?
it didn't do anything different. Okay, well, so be quick with that, because he takes damage, which is stupid. But I got there, defeated all the troops. I honestly think it helps still to do that, because even though he lost a lot of health there, he still has 8 bodyguards, or 12 bodyguards, or 1,000,000 bodyguards, or whatever. And his troops he didn't lose a ton of morale. I mean, yeah, he's still at half, which is pretty good. And it didn't do that stupid awful. There was a terrible morale change when you don't get rid of the troops in the place. Your the Mitsuhide Akechi army gets a massive boost in morale for that, which is stupid. So then they don't get that boost. I mean, his Mitsuhide's morale is still really high, but just in case, I'm gonna drop a quick save right here because I think I'm doing okay. Because I have to make sure Nobunaga doesn't just die, because he really could. I would assume he's doing a lot better this time because I actually defeated all 3 generals beforehand. I mean, he still's got troops fighting all around in Honnouji at this point. My morale can drop. I don't really care about that too much. I don't have a lot of troops on this level, so it's not like that's like a really vital thing or anything. It's really not. We're still trying to make sure that we do this, but yeah, the other mission is going to be a doozy where we have to actually escort Nobunaga towards Ranmaru. That has to happen, and then I need to leave Mitsuhide alive. Also make sure that Ranmaru doesn't die, which Ranmaru doesn't die like quickly because of the fact that Ranmaru has so much of a morale advantage right now, and it actually helps because of defeating the generals the way I did. You know, Mitsuhide and all them don't get that morale boost from when they normally do, which doesn't make any sense. It seems like when you head to Nobunaga's position first, you would think that the morale would massively increase for all of our side, but that doesn't happen, and the enemy side gets the boost. It seems a little backwards, but that's just my opinion. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna go along, go through the rest of it, and keep working on trying to defeat everything outside the map, so that Nobunaga doesn't die. There's a couple of Mitsuhide units scattered amongst all the stuff, like all that giant red blob that's there. So I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna kind of just fight my way from this side over to Nobunaga's side, and hopefully I find all the Akechi troops that are scattered amongst all this crap, because they obviously have their morale still intact. Everything that was from previous generals is obviously not strong anymore, so that stuff is not a concern, but you just kind of want to help get Nobunaga through all this stuff, because there's just a lot of archers and muskets here, and then what you're going to want to do, and this is just a thing I'm coming up with on the fly, go ahead and after you get rid of some of the stuff, go and get ready for the next part of this level to unlock. I really hope Nobunaga's not hurt, because that's going to be so much more complicated. When Nobunaga's hurt, this level gets really hard. And that's right, he is hurt from before, but if he has bodyguards, this level is so doable. When he doesn't have bodyguards, this level gets really, really complex, because then you have to make sure that he doesn't lose. I think he still has bodyguards. I think that dude right there next to him with the spear is one of his bodyguards. But just in case, we're just going to go ahead and get rid of everything instead and go back on what I just said. Try not to let Nobunaga get hit, because in this game, none of your allies will ever recover health, which is really a bummer. In Dynasty Warriors games, your characters will recover health all the time, but not in this game. Just work on all the troops, get them all out of here. And I'm not saying that all this stuff was Mitsuhide's, but I'm sure some of it was. And so you just kind of want to make it a little bit easier for him. Oh, there's a musket here. See, that him getting shot there, problem. You don't want him to get shot. And then you just want to take out troops before they get close to him. So he does still have 2 bodyguards. That's good. That's good. And see what's great is when you defeat the main troop of every when you defeat the main unit of every group of units, good stuff happens. AKA what just happened there. They just run by him and Nobunaga goes running. So it's all good. So now what I'm gonna do, and what you could probably do this, but I didn't do it as well here, but you want to get ready to defeat Mitsuhide's officer and start working on his troops down here so that Nobunaga can get away. You need Nobunaga obviously to get away, and that's kind of a doozy to do. What we're going to try to do though is basically fight Mitsuhide's troops long enough here that Nobunaga is not going to die, and then you have to also start to get ready to defeat the generals that Mitsuhide has on the side, because they are even more of a threat to Nobunaga than Mitsuhide will be. But they can die, so that's what you're going to want to do. And it's going to get crazy. It's going to be really hard. We're going to try to make it happen in one video so that you can just kind of see how to save some time here. It's not going to be easy, though. It is not going to be easy.
Incredible!
Nobunaga's fighting over there. I do not want to watch that because you don't want to watch it. You don't want to see him take unnecessary damage. Because right now he has bodyguards. So, like, even though he has no health, he's not about to die unless those bodyguards die first. That's what is, like, kind of your saving point here. You're not like he's not about to die because of the bodyguard situation. That's another thing. You don't want to see the bodyguards take damage either, because then that causes problems too. All this stuff is making sense. I'm trying to do this while focusing on it, and then you eventually, and I'm going to try to just bank on it now. I'm not going to save it here just because I don't know how good of a job I'm doing, but you're going to want to, at some point, move out, leave Mitsuhide, leave Nobunaga with his troops, and hope that his troops can actually freaking do something with him. You gotta keep Ranmaru alive, because Ranmaru needs to live for this to work. And then you have to go and start trying to defeat these generals that are terrible, these people who increase their morale is so high, you have to kill them, obviously. You can't leave them alive, because Ranmaru won't make it.
Incredible!
I might actually come back now that I defeated that one dude and help out Nobunaga as best as I can here, trying to get killed by any random crap like that stupid ninja there who just hit me in the face. If you keep defeating troops under the Akechi, obviously they'll start to lose their power, and that's when you can actually legitimately run away. Right now I can't do that, because if I leave too much, Nobunaga's morale will drop, and I don't want that to happen, and all of the things I've said before. We're just going to keep working on all this stuff here. You want it to get to the point where Nobunaga and Mitsuhide have either the same morale, or even ideally where Nobunaga has a higher morale than Mitsuhide. That's what you really want, because of the fact that if Mitsuhide is lower, then Nobunaga's troops will actually legitimately destroy everything. So what I would recommend you do is first try to get some health there if you want, but then come over here towards this gate and then just stand here and fight for a while. Defeat a couple people. You want to lower Mitsuhide's morale a little bit. You don't want Nobunaga to get too far, because you don't want him to start fighting Saito stuff yet. If you haven't defeated him, if you defeated the Saito guy, and then you have to also move out again because you want to make sure Ranmaru doesn't die. That's another thing that's worth dealing with on this level. So I'm basically just going to stay here for a little bit longer, get up my morale, and get up my Musou, and then I'm gonna leave. That's gonna be what my call is here. Or Nobunaga will die there, so we're gonna just restart it. I'm glad I didn't save it because I think he took more damage than was needed at some points there. So I think it was worth it to not keep going. Let's see, what do I need to do here? Where was I? Okay. So I'm gonna still kind of start out the same way here. And then I'm gonna just try to work around and defeat all of Mitsuhide's troops everywhere, and the Suda's troops and all that. I think it's because of the muskets. Muskets just do a lot of damage when they're just standing off to the side. It's really irritating because muskets can be from a general who's not on the map anymore, and they're still a problem. So what we'll do is we'll defeat this gate, and then we'll come running in a little bit faster this time. Actually work towards protecting Nobunaga a little bit better, and then we'll move on from there. It's a doozy. This level's not easy. I'm not gonna call this level easy ever because it's the bottom tier, and they kind of want you to regret doing the bottom. But because I'm a completionist, I'm gonna want to see what happens. But it's pretty funny because it's like they know that this is going to be torture for people because people are going to want to figure out how to do this stuff. Not going to be fun, but totally worth it. So I'm going to try not to look at him too much because at least not until once the muskets are gone, then you can kind of look at him. But you don't want muskets to shoot him off screen. That happens. Muskets can shoot people off screen and do damage to them, and then you can. I've seen commanders get killed literally just from like me being near them, which is really annoying. They don't take like troop damage because like troops won't finish attacks while they're off screen, but muskets will. And just kill everything of Mitsuhide's, of course. You're gonna want to do that. I have a couple of bodyguards left who are very, very hurt. That one has literally no health, so I guess they don't let me kill my own bodyguards because I'm pretty sure I knocked a bunch of people in here earlier.
Blast!
There's health for him.
Being pushed back. Did you come to watch me die?
You won't feel a thing.
Get this head musket here. You want to kill the muskets always. That one's actually catchy. Okay. Okay. See, I just wish that Nobunaga would like just fight a little smarter. His AI, that's the thing that's so challenging about levels like this, where you have to rely on any sort of pathing with the AI. I'm actually gonna do a quick save here because he has 3 bodyguards instead of 2. It's a little bit better. But the pathing is such a challenge because like you have to hope that they don't be stupid, and so often they are. And that's what makes it just such a pain to do these types of levels. But I'm trying to make it as easy for y'all as possible so that you can actually get through this level effectively. What I think you should do, and I said this before but I didn't do it, but you want to get Nobunaga as close to that side as possible when the when the little barriers go down, so that you can go right in and take out his officer and just start working on Mitsuhide's troops, because that's just too important. You have to defeat the troops like as much as possible so that Nobunaga actually like doesn't just die. It's basically the whole point. Mitsuhide's troops are so freaking annoying because they just defeated that gate right there, which is pretty hilarious. And they defeated the other one too, so that's just great. But I'm gonna go ahead and just run straight down and just start working on all of his troops. I did do a quick save earlier, so I feel a little bit more reckless here. I'm gonna go straight for his officer first because you want to get rid of his officer as soon as possible because that's a big chunk of his morale if the officer dies. So always go right for the officer. At least just fight near the officer so that you can do this. You don't let him recover his health at all costs. It's just such a pain when they recover their health, especially like when they're low in health. They will like do a quick burst and get a lot of health back, and it's so irritating when that happens. So yeah, I'm gonna just come down here, stay down here for a little bit, fight some people. Trying to think if this is good for me to be here. It's probably not. I should probably go up and help him, but I'm just gonna try to keep his morale up and see, because he has 3 bodyguards, so he's a little bit more alive, and so I think I can kind of utilize that a little bit more. But yeah, this is a hard freaking level. My goodness. I'm gonna just go ahead, because of the fact that Nobunaga has some units around him. He's not just alone up there, and I can just see it on the little map. He's not alone, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and start getting Ranmaru ready to not die. I don't want Ranmaru to die, so I'm gonna go ahead and work on the Saito guy. Make it so that he doesn't just totally lose. Do not want Saito to die. I mean, I don't want Ranmaru to die. I want Saito to get destroyed. So that's what I'm going to go for now. I know that I said that you should try to keep Mitsuhide from losing stuff, but then Mitsuhide's units secured that gate, and that really put a thorn in that. So we'll see if this works. That's probably the best thing you're going to want to do, is go and get rid of, re-secure the gate so that all of Mitsuhide's units funnel to one place. Right now I did not do that because I wanted to see what would happen here. But again, just like, I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do. It's a challenge. This level's really hard to do if you want to do it. It's just a pain in the butt to do this level. Mitsuhide's morale did just drop there. I don't know what happened to make that happen, but his morale did drop. So did Nobunaga's though, so it's not all good. But yeah. So we'll just keep going here. Come over here and just kind of weaken a couple of his units of Mitsuhide's. Make it a little bit more advantageous for my side, and then I'm going to go run back and help out Nobunaga. Because the Mitsuhide troops are actually coming straight that way. So I'm focusing too much now, so I'm going to start to just let it go and just I won't comment anymore. But enjoy the rest of the video. I hope this will work. Try to make it work. And yeah, peace.
Incredible!
You won't feel a thing.
But your fortune shall end here. You will not leave Kyoto alive.
Please, leave the rest to me. You must leave the capital at once.
Your life is not enough to save me. I do not see the point in sacrificing yourself. Another victim.
Most impressive.
You won't feel a thing.
Another victim.
We shall follow your example.
You won't feel a thing.
Thank you. I am in your debt. Incredible!
You won't feel a thing.
Incredible!
You won't feel a thing. You won't feel a thing.
Lord Nobunaga!
Ranmaru. He will not allow you to swallow.
Mitsuhide, I understand you must walk your own path, but I won't forgive you for getting in my way.
Lady No, have you forgotten your father's words?
I haven't forgotten. Kill the fool, he said.
Then why?
Why? I'm planning to kill the fool as we speak. Or is it love?
You won't feel a thing.
Another victim.
We shall follow your example.
Even if I cannot destroy Lord Nobunaga himself, I will definitely destroy his world. All units, continue the pursuit.
Most impressive.
I am alive, Lord Mitsuhide.
So, you were unable to eliminate me. How unfortunate for you, Mitsuhide.
Let the emptiness swallow you whole.